upstairs. Oh,
What's that?
I wasn't getting very good internet upstairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So Neil said, well, why don't you move the router? Because there's this wall here, our router's over here, or modem, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, move it around the wall so that the wall's not blocking the signal. So I moved it around, but that's where Mr. Beans is, his scratching post is.
Oh, so he crashed.
So he knocked it off and broke the internet.
You broke the internet.
He broke the internet. So we have no internet. And so Neil called the whatever cable company and asked when somebody could come out and fix it. And they said 3 days. So I'm like, 3 days? Wow, whoa. How do you live without internet for 3 days? So Neil snuck into one of the neighbors' condos and took their internet.
Oh.
So we broke the internet and then we stole the internet.
Are they away or something right now? Or what?
Yeah, they're away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're good people. They would let us borrow it. It's just it's just a box.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like, anyways, that was our
At
incident.
least in the IT crowd, it was just a box.
Yeah, that's right. Internet. I know. I'm like, our cat broke the internet.
Great.
Okay, what are we supposed? Hold it. Which one are we gonna do?
I just got my frying pan or my skillet, whatever you call it.
Okay, so pan fried. Pan fried. I like pan fried too. I think, well, at some point I might try the baked
Well,
one.
I figured it's kind of like because I like Cajun chicken wings.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to be the same type of thing, but
yeah, because there's no skin on it. But you know, okay, all right. So cut the breast lengthwise into thinner cutlets. Place in a bowl, and then in a small bowl, add all the stuff. Right, and then combine. Okay, so have you cut yours yet? Are you cutting
no.
it? Okay, let me get my. Okay.
So just into narrow, long pieces.
Yeah, I think so. Lengthwise into thinner cutlets. I kind of think it means like, well, I don't know actually.
Well, I'm just cutting mine like this.
Okay, yeah, like in strips, like.
Yeah, strips.
Like almost like a fajita.
I guess so. I don't know what the strips of fajitas are.
Have you ever had fajitas?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's like, strips of meat like that, and then like some grilled vegetables, and then you put it in a taco shell.
Okay. Maybe we'll have to try and make one of those.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Because we could use that flatbread that Carol had.
Oh, yeah.
That recipe from Carol, and make them with that. I think that's a good idea. I think we'd really like that, fajitas.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to do this in batches because this is like too much chicken for my saucepan.
Oh, okay. I got a huge saucepan, so.
Mom's gonna do her show today.
Oh, what's she talking about? You know?
How her and Dad met.
Oh, okay.
I think she's waiting. She wants to do McEwen when Bob is ready, but I think she's kind of like waiting for Bob to be like, she doesn't want to bug Bob while he's still kind of mourning Kathy's passing. Yeah. So,
and that's fine.
Yeah, so she thought she could do this, while she waits.
Yeah. She's so concerned about me getting the shot.
Yeah, me too, though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? It's kind of funny, even with all the issues I've had.
Uh-huh.
I really haven't been sick.
Yeah, you haven't got the flu or anything.
No. Like I had pneumonia before I got the liver issue.
Right.
Um, but since then, you know what? I haven't, because I used to get headaches several times a year. I haven't had a
Right.
headache since.
Wow.
Like, I mean, I haven't even had a, like to go.
Like a
Sometimes I'll take a shower, and turn the lights off and let the shower kind of the water beat against my head to calm it down.
Oh, right.
I haven't had to even do that or anything. Like it's been like my headaches have basically disappeared.
That's interesting. I wonder if, like, do you think it has to do with some of your medication, or do you just think, like,
Yeah, I
you've been,
don't know. It's really weird.
yeah, or maybe you've been eating better and it's been helping.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird. Somebody's being a little beggar cat.
What's that?
Can you hear Mr. Beans crying?
Oh.
He's down here begging for food. He can smell the chicken. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing over here. There. No.
Okay, now we put all that other stuff in a bowl.
You're ahead of me.
Yep, I got my chicken all cut up. I'm gonna have teaspoons of paprika.
Hey, Steve.
I don't think he heard you. Neil says hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh, there's a little beggar.
Yeah. Hi, kitty.
Yeah, Mr. Bean says hi.
Yeah. He has no clue.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know his Uncle Steve.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, so what do we got? Okay, we didn't really read the. So it was 2 pounds of chicken breasts, cut chickens lengthwise in thin cutlets to place in a large bowl. In a small bowl, add paprika, garlic powder, oregano, thyme, onion powder, cayenne pepper, black pepper, red pepper flakes, and stir to combine. So it's 2.5 teaspoons of paprika, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1.25 teaspoon oregano, 1.25 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 1 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper. So the 2 spicy peppers are the cayenne pepper.
Oh, yeah.
And the red pepper. So.
That's the only one I had to go get.
Oh, right. The crushed red pepper. You can substitute cayenne pepper for crushed red pepper. And actually,
okay. But I
got ordered. You got it? Okay.
I got so many spices now. Somebody.
Yeah. But it's good because you're eating healthy.
Yeah. Like all the spices are fine to eat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, spices are good. They don't add salt to spices unless it says like um, you know, what is it? Like onion salt or garlic salt.
Oh, okay.
So you're safe. Okay, so paprika.
Teaspoon of this pepper.
Garlic powder. No, no, stop. Get away.
Pepper.
And teaspoon and a quarter of oregano.
Half a teaspoon. So you only use half a teaspoon of the red pepper.
Yeah, well, it's spicy. So you might want to put a quarter in.
It's already too late.
Oh, oh well. Well, you'll find out.
Yeah.
Thyme. Onion powder. Black pepper. Cayenne pepper.
Wonder if I have tongs.
1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Oops. And then a half a teaspoon. Okay, so we need a big bowl. And we got to combine all these together. I just got to mix my spices up. These spices, this recipe for the spices by itself is from the same website I got the spices for the fish. So hopefully it's good.
Isn't it the same spice from the one recipe I sent you?
Yeah, it is. It is, but inside the recipe it says we got the spice recipe from
Oh,
allrecipes.com.
okay.
Yeah, so that was kind of,
Everybody takes from everybody.
yeah. They're all plagiarizing.
Yeah.
I don't have a good bowl. Oh, there's a bowl. Hey, stop biting. Here's a good bowl. Are you all ready to the cooking part?
Well, I put this stuff on the chicken, or I'm just
Okay.
kind of mixing it up with the chicken.
Okay.
Like,
I'm
I
just
haven't
adding.
started cooking yet.
Okay,
It
I'm
doesn't
just
take
adding.
very long to cook, though.
What's that?
It doesn't seem like you cook it very long, so I might cook mine longer.
Yeah, I always end up cooking it a bit longer too. I don't. But I mean, I think maybe that's why they cut it smaller. Oops. Ah. Oh, these cats. They're tripping me. Okay.
You just put the. Have you tried this yet?
No, I haven't.
Just wondering if a tablespoon and a half is enough for seasoning.
Oh, yeah, like maybe we need to do like a double batch of the seasoning.
I don't. No. Like no, there's enough seasoning, but it doesn't seem to coat. Like
Oh,
it coat a little more, but maybe that's enough because some of it's probably pretty spicy.
yeah, could be. We
Well,
can always
I'm
adjust
gonna
it.
try this much anyways.
Yeah,
Because next time I do it, I can always do something different.
you can double the spices and then not double the cayenne if you want more spice on it. Or reduce how much chicken you buy.
No, well, you know how like Cajun wings, it looks like it's all really covered.
Yeah, you're
This
right.
doesn't look as covered, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
I know I have like extra. I think what I'm gonna do, like I have like extra spice on the bottom. So I'm gonna like make sure I dunk everything in and then pull it out after I get it so that, because it's hard to mix it in that same bowl.
Yeah.
So I'm just like covering them and pulling them out so that I can rub all the rest of the chicken in it.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Like I
sitting.
still have spices at the bottom of my bowl.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like what I'm doing is just taking one piece, rubbing it in, and then removing it so that I can get at the spice
Oh,
at the
okay.
bottom. Because why leave all that spice?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I still have spice from the fish one, but I can
Oh,
make more
you
fish.
could do fish, yeah.
You could almost do two of. Yeah, like you think you use all the spices? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'm trying to use all the spice.
Oh, maybe that'll make a difference. Because I just
Yeah.
use it says to put sprinkle 1.5 teaspoon of the spice.
Oh, sprinkle 1.5 tablespoon of the prepared Cajun spice in the step above chicken breast. Use tongs to toss. Oh, oh.
That's what I'm saying. It might be almost too spicy.
It might be, yeah. Well, it's too late now. I got it all covered.
Yeah, I added a little bit more, but
Did you? Okay. Well, we'll see.
In a minute.
My fingers are all, I know it says to use tongs,
Yeah.
but I used my fingers and now I'm all like yucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we just put olive oil on the pan.
Well, I don't know, like, yeah, maybe you would just, maybe it's like the other recipe where you just save the spice. You just use a tablespoon and a half and then save it for the next batch. Okay, so what's it
I
say?
could probably add it in later.
Yeah. Okay, so sprinkled a tablespoon and a half. So I didn't read that part. That was too bad. Seasoning in a step above On the chicken breasts, use tongs to toss. If you are grilling or baking, also add olive oil. Oh,
That's grilling or baking. We're frying.
yeah. Okay.
But I'm
Okay.
I'm just using I'm just putting olive oil on the bottom anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. In the pan. Okay. So in a large nonstick skillet on medium heat, swirl oil to coat. Add the chicken and cook for five minutes.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very long, does it?
And then cook another 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so it's
10
cook
minutes.
5 minutes and then another 4 to 5 minutes. Transfer to a plate and cover with foil for 5 minutes. Maybe it's supposed to cook like in the foil, but I don't know. I'm gonna cook it.
No.
I'm curious about this. Look, you little. Oh, keeps jumping up on the counter. Come here. Down you go. Okay, I do actually have tongs.
Yeah, so do I.
Doo-doo. Yeah, woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna use them. So I'm gonna spread this oil
Okay, 5 minutes.
on medium heat. Oops, I'm gonna use the back burner.
Problem with my cell phone because I have uses my thumbprint.
Oh yeah,
You're baking, it doesn't recognize it.
yeah.
Got so much crap on it.
I forgot to bring my phone down, so I'm gonna have to just listen to yours.
I'm starting right now.
Okay, good. I'm
Ready?
just. Yep, go ahead. I'm just throwing all of this in. Actually, I could just toss it in. I'm gonna do it in 2 batches.
Oh.
I'm going to keep them separated because this batch doesn't have as much of the seasoning on it. So if it's too spicy, this will be for Neo.
Yeah.
And then I'll have to eat the other stuff. Stop it. Shoo, shoo, go.
That is 5 minutes or until white edges appear.
Some of mine are getting a little bit white.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just at the bottom, but I might be cooking it a bit high. Can you see mine? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, you can really smell it. Whew. Uh-oh.
See, stuff like this is good for like, instead of just having like doing chicken and then just putting like the fake salt on it or something.
Yeah.
This is like, it gives it some flavor and
Yeah, probably a little more flavor than just throwing fake salt on plain chicken.
yeah.
It smells really good though. I like the smell.
Well, the fish to me was really, and I probably cooked it slightly longer.
Yeah.
Just it was a little crispy. It's kind of nice on the edges. It's kind of crispy.
Yeah, I did too. And yeah, the crispiness was a nice texture. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I like the taste of it too. So that's why I kind of, as soon as I found it, I thought, oh, that might be kind of cool. Looked exactly like our fish recipe. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's easy to do.
Yeah. This is good for quick make
Yeah.
make a bunch like for lunches.
Yeah.
This in a salad.
Yeah.
Be pretty good.
Plus, since I have my skillet here, I might actually, because I took some fish out of the freezer
Oh.
Friday, and I was going to cook it up, but I hadn't yet. So I
Oh.
might just cook it right after this.
Yeah. Well, you may as well. You know.
Because then everything's chicken's done, fish is done.
Yeah. Then you
I
just
got all lunch and suppers for next week.
yeah. Put it all in the freezer.
Yeah, because I still have the seasoning or the spices for the fish already.
Yeah.
Just a matter of cooking them up.
Yeah. Like 10 minutes or something, right?
Yeah, I think it was 10 minutes each side or something.
Yeah. Mine are getting white on the edges. Are yours?
Um, yeah, maybe a little bit. What do I got here?
I
Oh,
think
it's
mine's.
stopped.
Huh?
I phone went to sleep, so then it stopped.
Oh, it stopped. Yeah, I think it must be 5 minutes. I'm gonna flip mine because they're white.
Yeah, I can always flip them again too. I'm pretty picky about not eating raw
Yeah.
meat, especially chicken.
Yeah, me too. This is cooking up pretty good though.
Even when I first started eating sushi, it took me a bit to decide that I would do the raw ones.
Oh yeah, I don't eat any of them, any of the raw sushi.
Yeah. I'm used to it now, like the salmon avocado and stuff.
Mm.
I actually like it, but you have to have soy sauce with it, and of course
Yeah,
the salt.
yeah, it's way too much salt. You know, those chicken tostadas, we could use that flatbread recipe for those too.
Yeah.
That would be good. They look good.
I think I'm going to switch to the flipper. I think the flipper on the skillet works better.
Mm. Get out. Out. Shoo. Shoo. No, get. Well, mine are cooking up pretty good.
Yeah. I still have a lot of raw, but there is getting lots of white too.
I think mine are more like on medium high because they're
Okay.
getting like a little. Let me show you. I'm going to take some out. Oop. There's mine. Oop.
Okay. Yeah.
They're a little crispy, like well, yeah, like you can see it's a little brown.
Yeah. That's good. That looks good anyway.
Hmm. How many minutes do we have left?
3 minutes.
3.
I flipped them and then I started the timer.
Oh, okay. Because I think mine are almost ready to come out.
Like I have some that are probably almost done, and then
Yeah.
some that still need another few minutes.
Yeah. I could just cut one open, see what it. Yeah, these look pretty good.
Yeah, it kind of does smell like Cajun.
Mm-hmm. Smells. I really love the smell. I'm taking mine out, I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna and then put them in the foil. I think maybe that they still cook a little bit in once they're in the foil.
Yeah, it could be.
Keeps them warm. Ouch! Ow! Being attacked. Okay, some oil. So I'm gonna do a second batch here. Did you get all yours in your frying pan?
Yeah, and maybe that's why mine's taking longer.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the ones are at certain edges, and some are kind of a little bit on top of each other. So
Oh, yeah,
it's
because
a bit
mine are
long.
all separate.
It probably is quicker to do less in the pan.
There. Last week, what we did was we uh, we cooked up some chicken and then we just threw it on top of our salad.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, so we ate it like mixed in, and that was kind of yummy.
yeah.
I would do
This
that
might even
again.
work good on a salad.
Yeah, I think
Give
so. Cause
a little bit of flavor.
yeah, and if it's really spicy, the salad will kind of calm it down, like make it less spice in your mouth.
Might take some of mine out and leave others in.
There, I'm starting my timer. Just can't believe how good that smells.
Have you taken all yours out?
Yeah, I took, yeah, my first batch, they're in the foil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm cooking the second batch. I'm just reading about how to bake them. Just put them in the oven, single layer, bake for 25 minutes and remove from oven, rest for 10 minutes. I bet you they'd be pretty good grilled though.
Yeah, you mean on the barbecue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just
I have
reading
to get
about
a
it.
new barbecue, remember?
Yeah, yours isn't working.
What's that?
Yours isn't working.
No. I've been looking online. Some are expensive.
They are.
Like
How,
tell the truth, they're probably, even mine now is probably like 500 or 600 bucks.
whew. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what,
I'll have to save
Neil's,
up some money.
yeah, yeah, Neil's dad has one that you do like it's inside. It's like it's just a little grill,
Right.
but it's a grill, but you keep it inside the house. Like
Uh,
I don't know. I have to check it with him like how it works, but he uses it. I don't know if it's gas or like what it is.
Mine's propane.
Is propane. Yeah, propane.
Propane. Gas, propane, same.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, food just seems to taste better. Like meat tastes better on a barbecue for whatever reason.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it brings out the juices.
Yeah.
I remember when we gave Dad. Oh, this cat is gonna kill me. Oh my gosh, look at him. He's bad, bad,
Bad kitty.
bad kitty. Um, I remember when we gave Dad our propane barbecue,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he did not want it.
Oh,
He was afraid. He thought it would blow up.
oh,
He didn't really want to cook with it, but he got used to it.
yeah. Well, we had the charcoal barbecue at the cottage forever.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's all we have here. We have like a little one of those little round,
Oh,
like
yeah. Yeah.
ones with you put charcoal in. No, stop it. Have you tried one a piece yet?
No, I'm just starting to put them on the plate. Some of the thicker ones, it takes a while to cook.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Oh, you tried it?
Yeah, it's not too spicy. Well, this is the first batch. It doesn't
Oh,
have as much spice on it. Um, And it's not very spicy.
Oh, is that right? So
I
you
could
would
put
have
more
more
spice on it.
spice.
This would be really good on salad.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's not as spicy as I thought it would be.
No, it could be, we could add
Yeah.
more cayenne or more red pepper flakes. Mm. You know, it's pretty juicy. I don't feel like it's dry
Yeah.
at all. To me, that 5 minutes and 5 minutes seems okay. Mine are pretty cooked through, but I think that mine is more like on high.
Oh, yeah.
The lowest setting I have, but it's the biggest like this is gas, right? So it's a it's a pretty big flame.
Yeah. And I think too, some of mine were somewhat like I think the smaller pieces are pretty quick.
Yeah.
They cook, but the thicker ones. So if I made them a little bit thinner, maybe. I think I'm gonna put a few of those in the freezer because I'm gonna cook up my fish too.
Yeah. I bought some fish from Costco. We couldn't really get very good fish here. So we ordered, there's a girl in town that goes to Costco and she charges you like 100 pesos, which is like $10 for delivery and then 10% of what the bill is.
Right.
And so we got her to go get us some fish. So I'm gonna try that. I still have that baggie. Where's my bag?
What's that?
I still have like a baggie of the spice
Oh yeah, okay.
for the
Yeah,
fish. So
yeah,
I'm gonna make that fish this week.
yeah.
And then I bought kale so that frozen kale so that we can make that quiche.
Oh yeah.
Have you made the quiche much lately?
No, not in a long time.
No. It's yummy though. You should.
Yeah.
You
I
just
want to do that Mexican caviar again sometime.
yeah. I'm making that today actually.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Yeah. While mom's doing her thing, I'm gonna make the Mexican caviar.
Oh yeah, okay. So you kind of do stuff while she's talking.
Yeah. Works out pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait 5 minutes and taste the spicier ones. So do you have leftover spice from the Cajun chicken?
Yeah, but not much.
No. Okay.
I could probably do one or two pieces of the chicken instead of the four.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
here, like at No Frills or Sobeys, they usually come in either 4 or 2 packs.
Right.
Buy a 2-pack next time.
Yeah. And then,
Help finish that off.
yeah.
So I am keeping it. It's in a separate thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking about buying like some of those spice jars like Carol had. Like Carol had gave you some spice jars that have like her own mix in them.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I'm thinking about
Well, I even have like I have spares.
oh yeah, so you
I
could
could
put
just
that like put a sticker on that
yeah,
says like fish seasoning.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then you could,
And just then I got it all the time.
yeah, and you could even make like a double batch of it so you have a ton of it and you don't have to make it like all the time. You just make it like once
Yeah,
every 4 months or something.
yeah, because spices usually last for a while. So
Oh yeah.
I've probably been using spices that are like 7 years old.
Yeah. Me too, probably.
Because I never really cooked, but you know there'd be the odd time where I would. So then I'd use that spice, but then they'd just sit there. And now
Yeah.
that I cook a lot more, now I'm using it up.
Hmm. I like to make another thing with this garam masala because
Oh,
I have a big giant thing of it. Well, I got a big thing of turmeric and then a big thing of garam masala, and I'm like, I think they do last years and years though.
yeah. Yeah, I even have like 4 of these still.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because they were on sale, right?
Yeah, because I got them like half price or something, which was like
Yeah,
awesome.
but they last like 2 years, right? I think you looked it up.
Yeah, yeah. And I even gave one to Mom, so
Oh yeah.
whether she uses it or not, I don't know.
I don't know how much she cooks now.
Yeah, I don't think much. I think it's a lot of work for her.
Yeah.
You know what? I use this parchment paper a lot now
Oh,
because I just
for
cut on it and do stuff, and then I just
yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to get some.
yeah.
But you could get so parchment paper is made so that it can go in the oven.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
might be cheaper to just get wax paper if you're just cutting on it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Oops, I forgot my timer.
Have you tried a piece yet, or is it still in the foil?
Yeah, actually, it is a little bit spicy. It is, but it doesn't taste like Cajun though. At least Cajun wings, but that could be because of the skin or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
But
the skin probably.
it doesn't have um like it does have a little bit of kick,
Hmm.
but I would like to have something that's a little. I mean, I don't know if sweeter is the right word for it.
Mm.
See, that's what we can do is we can experiment with our own
Yeah, now that we have
spices.
this, we
Like
could
figure
add.
out what spices I like.
Yeah,
And do my own thing.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So we could add more cayenne pepper or more
Yeah.
red pepper. And then to make it, we could almost put it in a, stop that. You could almost do like that husk. What's that husk called? Remember the husk that we put in the
Oh yeah.
because
Yeah.
that would make it more breaded. Like if you added the
Oh
husk,
yeah, that might help with this.
hmm
With chicken.
if we put the spice and the husk together, then it would make it more like a thicker coating on the
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah. That actually that's probably what I'm missing. with the Cajun
Yeah.
because I'm used to the Cajun wings, and it feels like it's breaded.
Yeah, because the skin is holding
Yeah.
all that, but instead of the skin, we'll use that husk.
Okay, so husk does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Husk is very similar to breading.
Okay.
It absorbs the oil and the flavor and kind of makes a little coating.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Because I think I might do that with the chicken next time.
Yeah, I would try that.
The fish I'm pretty happy with.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't really need it. It's got a
Yeah.
lot of flavor.
where the chicken, maybe the breading will help.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Not sure if I still have that. I forget what the husk looks like. I might still have some.
Yeah, it's called the psyllium husk. I think we used it for the flatbread. Like it's not available here. I'm gonna have to go to a specialty store to try to find it. But I think that you probably had access to it. You might have got it at the town pantry.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah. Yeah, so you could just add yeah. So you just add that, add like I don't know, 2 tablespoons or quarter cup maybe to the spices.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then why don't we try that? I'm gonna look and see if I can find, we have like a health food store here.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a health food store in
Does this have flavor?
it takes on the flavor. It's
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like bread, like bread doesn't really have that much flavor, but
Yeah.
it takes on the flavor of what you put with it. Excuse me.
Yeah.
This cat's driving me crazy. So, but it'll absorb like some of the oil. So you'll get like some of the flavor from the olive oil, that you have in the pan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forget. I think I've got this at the health or the town pantry, I think.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that you got it there.
Yeah.
I'm going to try a piece of the spicier.
Oh, okay.
So this one, I really like dunked. They were really coated.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if Neil's going to like, but mind you, I didn't think that other stuff was spicy at all.
Okay.
I don't think it's spicy.
Okay.
I like it though.
Sometimes it takes a bit to taste the spice. Sometimes I'll take a bite because when I bit mine, it didn't taste like any spice, but then I could taste it on my tongue a bit.
Yeah, like the after effect.
Yeah. It's still good. Like you know what? I like spice. It's like really hot, and then
when it's
eyebrows burn and faces all red and sweaty. And you ever see that? There's a guy who does a thing. He does it with celebrities, so he kind of interviews the celebrity, and they go through hot spices. I forget what it's spice or hot. They do like chicken wings, and then he has like one of each. So he starts off really mild, and then by the end of the interview, like they're really on the really hot wing.
And you just have to keep drinking water like to calm it down. Yeah. I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
They're sweating and it's kind of funny. So it's like you kind of see a celebrity. He interviews them, and they talk about other stuff too besides the wings, the hot.
Yeah. So it's entertaining.
It's like maybe 15 minutes or 20 minutes or something, a show or something. I forget. I'll send you. I'll see if I can find one. Send you a link to it. I watch so many stuff on YouTube. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. We almost watch more YouTube than regular TV. Huh?
Yeah. It's amazing what you can find on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Even work-wise, I use a lot, like go on and find stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, one of the guys on. There's a song called Code Monkey.
Oh,
I should
Code
say
Monkey.
that. What's that?
Code Monkey?
Yeah. I should say it's a song. The guy wrote it because I don't know if he's a programmer, but
Oh,
based it on programmers and stuff. So it's just a funny song. I'll see if I can find it.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, send that.
Yeah.
Mm. I'm going to get my stuff out for. Well, I think this was pretty good, but I think that we could make it better.
The chicken?
Yeah, the chicken.
Yeah.
I think we should do it again sometime,
Yeah.
but do it with the husk.
Yep.
Maybe add a little more spice.
Yeah. And maybe add a little bit, not so much hot spice, but maybe there's something that's that'll help. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
Yeah.
I
We
know
could
this,
add garam masala
yeah, maybe that'll help.
because we really like that spice. Like that spice is like it's such a unique smell too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it with garam masala, and then I'll let you know
Yeah.
because I have a ton of it too. But
Oh, you do. You got a whole big thing of it.
yeah, I know.
I just bought a little bag.
Well,
And
because
the bag was like, it was like $5 or whatever.
yeah, well, I couldn't find this locally, so we had to buy it on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
So we had, go big or go home.
Yeah.
But I think that this would add a nice flavor to it because the butter chicken, it has that flavor.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of like a butter chicken Cajun.
Cajun butter chicken.
Yes, right.
breaded Cajun butter chicken. We
Yes.
can make our own recipe.
Yeah. And you know what? Even doing a steak or something, like on the barbecue,
Yeah.
make up our
With,
own little spice with the steak and stuff. And
Yeah. Or
Well,
even like a
Not-
hamburger too.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. It just kind of gives it a little bit of extra oomph.
Yeah, some flavor.
Almost gotta flip these.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out about Neil's dad's indoor grill.
Yeah.
Because then you could grill like all year round.
I got actually one of those George Foreman little grills.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Thing you kind of flip it down, and I've never even. It's still unused. I have it. It's down in my.
Yeah.
I suppose you didn't see it, but it's down here
Yeah.
somewhere.
You could do the chicken or the fish in it if you wanted.
Yeah.
Or you could do vegetables in it even like
Yeah.
peppers, like cut peppers or onions in lengths and grill them.
I'm just cooking up my fish, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna start getting out ingredients for my I'm gonna make the beet salad. Have you still been making the beet salad?
Yeah, yeah. That I usually always have around. That's the one thing that I do pretty much all the time.
Do you do the family salad very much?
Yeah, now and again, but not as often as the beet.
Yeah, the beet's really good.
A lot of
I'm
times
gonna
I just eat vegetables on its own.
What's that?
Sometimes I just eat vegetables on their own.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm making the beans, the Mexican caviar, and the beet salad today. I think I might
go through some recipes this week and see what stuff I want to do more often.
Yeah, like we write a list of stuff like we want to make each week, and then we have like a list of like stuff we've made in the past that we like, and then we kind of like, oh, we haven't had that for a while, like the butter chicken or something. Like we don't make it every week, but once in a while, like once every 6 months or something, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, my binder. I'm gonna put it in sections,
Oh,
or have separate binders. Ones that I do a lot.
right.
Ones that are, what I'll do once in a while, and then others that, oh man, I don't know if I'll do them ever, or I'll figure out maybe another way to do them.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
No, that's a good idea. Get organized with that.
Yeah, yeah, because that'll help. Because then I know to go to this binder like on a weekly basis, and
Yeah, so your regular, even the muffin. Have you done the muffins lately?
no, I still have some muffins. I haven't brought them out. I still have some muffins in the freezer,
Oh, okay.
so I still
Yeah,
still have some. So
yeah. I gotta make some. I don't have any.
all right, I guess this is kind of done. I guess.
These, yeah, these short recipes, they don't last long.
Yeah. No, and I have to go to the washroom.
Oh no. Okay, okay. That's good enough. We'll go. All right. I'll talk to you in a
I was
week.
just waiting for you to say goodbye, but no. So
Oh, you're
it made me say it.
you made me say. Okay, I'll let you go.
All right.
Literally. Okay, talk to you later.
Bye.
Right.